Incredible clip. Biden's number two at the Pentagon, Kathleen Hicks, explains why the Department of Defense can't pass an audit. But now we know the real reason. If you thought USAID was bad, buckle up. Dodge is coming to the five-sided Death Star, and then this runs. Let's see. What's this, the brouhaha about?
To be doing, like, there is a lot of waste, fraud, and abuse within a system.
Audits and waste, fraud, and abuse are not the same thing. So let's decompose these pieces.
Please educate me on
sure.
What
so an audit is exactly what you just described,
yes.
which is, do I know what was delivered to which place?
Right.
The ability to pass an audit, or the fact that the DoD has not passed an audit, is not suggestive of waste, fraud, and abuse.
Okay. It's like the facts that we have done your blood tests and you have failed every single one of them. It is not a sign that you're sick. No, wait a second. Don't jump to conclusions. It's not like that. Please, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
That is completely false right there. So
what is
now is a question of, it's suggestive that we don't have an accurate inventory that we can pull up of what we have where.
All right. If you're talking about cake, if you bake cakes, okay, and you have problems of inventory, then it's no big deal, right? Because you have been talking about flour and sugar and maybe some caramel and cocoa, and it's we have an issue with the inventory. That's nice. But if you're the Department of Defense and you have a problem with inventory, we are talking about that you don't know where things that go boom are. Oh, we just lost track of these 20 killer drones who act on their own. They will eventually run out of battery, but until then, well, maybe you might not go out of and play outside of your home. Maybe you should lock yourself in your house. But it would be safer. Oh yeah, but we hope maybe a couple warheads. I knew that there should be 11 warheads in here. What happened? I'm counting 9 of them only. Yes, this is a bit different. It's a bit different. Okay. It's a bit more delicate than a bakery.
That is not the same as saying we can't do that because waste, fraud, and abuse has occurred.
So in my world,
yeah,
that's waste.
How is that waste?
How is that waste? How do you claim that is waste? If we don't know how many warheads do we have, but we do know that out of 11, we have 9. We have the 9 warheads. What are you complaining about? And okay, there are 20 killer drones missing, but we already have counted our other 1,980 killer drones that are cozy at home in a hangar. It's only 20. It's only 20 that are missing with full ordnance. And they fly on their own. And I forgot to tell you that they cannot run out of battery because they run on solar power. But don't worry. They won't attack you if you don't attack them first.
If I give you $1 billion and you can't tell me what happened to it, that to me is wasteful. That means you are not responsible. But if you can't tell me where it went, then what am I supposed to think? And when there has been reporting, I mean, this is not, look, I'm not saying this is on you.
You know what? When they say, I am not saying this is on you, is that they are about to say that, well, this is actually on you. If I'm talking to you, it's because most probably somehow you were in charge of this and you messed up and you lost track of 20 killer drones. And
that you caused this. But I think it's a tough argument.
Oh my God! And the laughter. I cannot. Oh yeah. Let me make a joke of this.
I think it's
the laughter again.
That you caused this, but I think it's.
Oh my God! Oh, she's so adorable. She's so adorable. Oh my God!
It's a tough argument to make.
I'm pretty sure I didn't cause it.
An $850 billion budget to an organization that can't pass an audit and tell you where that money went, like, I think most people would consider that somewhere in the realm of waste, fraud, or abuse, because they
somewhere of the realm. 1 trillion. Let's round up, because it's $850 billion. Let's round that up. It's 1 trillion. It's $1 trillion, right? That. Oh, we cannot pass an audit because we don't know where everything is. Maybe we don't even know where all the staplers are, because people keep taking them away. And maybe if they keep taking the staplers away, maybe they get all the 556 as well.
Wonder why that money isn't well accounted for, and especially when they see food insecurity on military bases. And they see.
You want to talk about that? Because that's a good. We should be talking.
We should be talking about that, not about the fraud. Please, let's talk about that. What you mentioned. Let's not talk about the fraud, because this is not really fraud, right?
I'm trying to understand where you're trying to go, other than the dollars, which really bother you.
I think it doesn't really bother me. I think it's all connected.
Okay.
Why is she smiling and laughing like that? Why are you asking these questions? I thought that we were going to talk about scones.
Okay.
I think
tell me that story. Tell me how you're thinking about that.
When I see a State Department get a certain amount of money and a military budget be 10 times that, and I see a struggle within government to get people like more basic services, and then that department that got that, I mean, we got out of 20 years of war and the Pentagon got a $50 billion raise. Like, that's shocking to me. Now, I may not understand exactly the ins and outs and the incredible magic of an audit, but I'm a human being who lives on the earth and can't figure out how $850 billion to a department means that the rank and file still have to be on food stamps.
I mean, Jon Stewart sometimes goes all out crazy, but sometimes he asks legit questions, and this is one of those times.
Like, to me, that's fucking corruption. I'm sorry. And if that blows your mind, and if you think like that's like a crazy agenda for me to have, I really think that that's institutional thinking, and that it's not looking at the day-to-day reality of the people that you call the greatest fighting force in the world. So I get back to this idea of like, I'm not looking to pick a fight with you, but I am surprised at that the reaction to these questions are, you don't know what an audit is, bucko. Like, that's just weird to me.
She keeps laughing. This is I really hadn't seen this clip. This is what I like. Sometimes react live to these clips, but if I find it baffling that these people know what they are getting into. Okay, we're coming to answer questions, and the questions are asked. They pretend that the questions, no, you cannot answer that. We can't really answer that. We cannot really be accountable. It's not a big deal not being able to pass an audit, because we simply don't know where everything is. All right. Again, if it was a bakery, no big deal. But you have things that go pew, 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 and things that go boom. So, it's a bit more concerning, especially when we are talking about $850 billion with a B. So, imagine that they get to audit this. That's why I told you, if you are shocked about the money spilled by USAID, wait until we get to the actual blood spill. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. Let's go for the comments today.